Good morning. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses. We're saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake, because the mission here at the Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself at a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show. It's that easy. It's that easy. I am Robert Gatewood, and I am broadcasting live from the studios here in Silver Spring, Maryland, of the illustrious Radio One. And so we're glad to be back on the air over here at Radio One with the Marketing Pulpit Show. We took a little hiatus here because, we know what everybody's been through for the past couple of years, but we're back. We're back and glad to be back and glad you could join us this morning. Of course, I'm Robert Gatewood. I am a business developer by trade. I have a company called Gatewood Marketing and Web, and we're located in Largo, Maryland. And I'm also an adjunct professor at Prince George's Community College, where I teach marketing, social media, and networking. I've also written a couple of books, one called Played in Full, The Marketing Exploitation of Blacks in America. And I wrote another book called Smarter Than the Boss. And I'm also an adjunct. I'm also a consultant at the Small Business Administration, where I help people in the 8A program. So that the young folks say, yeah, I got a couple of receipts. But anyway, glad to be back this morning. Got an exciting show this morning. A lot's been going on since the last time we were in the studio. It's been almost 2 years now. Our clients list has continued to grow. We deal with some very prestigious clients. Let's put it that way. So just adding to my cred, some of the folks we've worked with over the years continue to work with. Let's say people like Joe Madison, Neely Fuller, Earl of Fiery Hutcherson, Willie Jolly, just a few of the folks that we have worked with over the years and continue to work with as we build strong businesses in our community and put people to work. That's our raison d'etre, our cause célèbre, our reason for being. And thanks again for joining us live right here on the Marketing Pulpit in the studios of Radio One in downtown Silver Spring, Maryland. Also want to thank the other hosts on this show. Great lineup of people coming on in here in the morning. Got Carl Nelson in the morning, and we got Nikita Floyd, and we got Raymond Starks, and we got Mr. Lewis, and then Reverend Al Sharpton and Warren Valentine. So it's a great lineup here. So if you're on this station under the sound of my voice, you need to bookmark this station for the future, because it's a great place to be. And thanks again to Miss Dr. Kathy Hughes, founder, and she actually has a whole department over Howard University named in her honor, and celebrating 42 years this year. So congratulations to and celebrations to Radio One. So we've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about later in the show. We're going to talk about the 10 Commandments of Marketing, which is the signature, the flagship foundation upon which marketing rests. Now, I've been marketing since Chet was a puppy, his butt was a calf. Cut my teeth when my daddy had a small grocery store down in North Carolina. Matter of fact, that's where the name Marketing Pulpit came from. The show was named Marketing Pulpit in his honor when we started the show 12 years ago. And so that's why it sometimes sounds a little, you might get the spirit moving in here. You might want to stomp your feet. That's okay, dude. But the goal is to build these strong businesses and put our people to work. We're going to talk about some of the things that are happening in the news. We have a segment on the show called War in the Workplace. Talk about some of the things that have happened that people kind of lost their ever-loving mind during this pandemic. I mean, people are shooting folks in the drive-through. They're shooting each other in traffic. They're fighting and just cutting the food. So we've started a segment during the pandemic called War in the Workplace, where we kind of highlight some of these instances and try to tell folks to chill out. That's the bottom line. It's just not necessary. So we're going to talk about some of those stories in the news. So we have an exciting show. Also, this is the month of October. This is the first Marketing Pulpit show in the month of October. And some observances this month, the ADHD Awareness Month, the Blindness Awareness Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, National Book Month, and National Dessert Month. I like that last one. Also, we're on the weekend of it's a holiday weekend. It's the leading into the Indigenous People Day coming up on Monday. Now, of course, in the past, people were celebrating his colonizer, Christopher Columbus, and many states, and rightly so, have decided to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day instead. And I totally agree with that, because we know the whole history behind Columbus. He came across America, came across the sea. He claimed to have discovered a land where millions of people were already living. So, of course, like I said, you can't discover somebody who's already there. So, rightly so, people are now celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day, and that's going to be coming up on Monday. So, if you're going to be out there, have a day off, just be careful, take it easy, slow down, do something positive, something to celebrate today, and everything's going to be all right. Once again, this is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I am Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. We're broadcasting live from the studios at Radio One, Urban One in Silver Spring, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. I want to recognize all the people that are tuning in, who've been following us over the past couple of years on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and Twitter, and you can still do it. Just go to marketingpulpit.com and you can see the show. And if you want to just tune in or check out the live version, just go to Marketing Pulpit and share this information. Sign up, follow us, because this information is vital. If you have a business and you've been struggling, there's an old saying, why curse the darkness when you can light a candle instead? So we like to think of this show as the candle. Don't sit around and complain, talking about how much business you don't have and how times are tough. And here is a station over here at Radio One that is replete, plenty of great information, plenty of good information. And particularly if you're a business owner, you need to tune in to the Marketing Pulpit. So go to Facebook, follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, and follow us on LinkedIn. If you go to YouTube, you'll see a catalog of all the shows we've done over the past couple of years, and subscribe. Get on board. Same thing with Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Let's talk about some of the things that are happening in the news. Man, I'm telling you, we talk about business news here, and we talk about these stories because they are, if you're a business owner, you have to contextualize these stories. And I try to give some commentary as to why it matters. For instance, Amazon is going to be hiring 150,000 holiday workers, and they're giving people up to $3,000 sign-in bonus. I have to get me one of those smocks. $3,000, huh? I think I could use 3 bills right now. Okay, wait a minute. I'm busy. I can't do that. As a matter of fact, we got very busy during the pandemic, so much so that we stopped picking customers. We had to tell people, say, look, we are full, because during the pandemic, our company is also a tech company. We do web design, we do social media, digital marketing. So during the pandemic, many companies were converting from their old ways of doing things, and they want to get online and put up their classes and get their website so they can do more digital work on the internet. So we were very busy, and we just started taking clients again last month. And we may have to cut off again, because as soon as we open up the gates, people came piling in. That's not to brag, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying that if you have there's an old marketing adage, find a need and fill it. If you're sitting there wondering why your business is not pumping, if things are not moving along, go out here and find a need. Look at the needs in society. That's another reason we bring these business stories, because you can look at some of the needs that are going on, and you can pattern, you can rearrange, you can repurpose, you can redirect some of your resources. So that is why my company did well during the pandemic. That is why many other companies did well. And that's why you can look at what your company is offering right now. You don't have to go out here and start a brand new company. You may just have to redirect some of the resources to where the needs are. That's Marketing 101. Welcome to folks who are tuning in from Facebook and around the place. I see Brenda the model, and a few other people. If you want to be shouted out, just drop your name on the line, and we will actually give you a shout out. Also, the number to call in to the station is 1-800-450-7876. 1-800-450-7876, and we can take your call right here on the air. Let's see what else is going on in the news. And once again, we're going to be talking about later on the 10 commandments of marketing. And if you want to get an encapsulation of what marketing is all about and how to be successful, then you want to listen to the second half of this show right after the break. Let's talk about something else that's going on. Kanye West, Lord have mercy, Black Jesus save us. Kanye is in the news again. He was at a fashion show in Paris, and he decided to model this hoodie with the words White Lives Matter on the back. Kanye. Now, of course, nobody has ever debated whether white lives matter or not. Last time I checked, I've never had an argument where somebody was saying that white lives didn't matter. So you kind of stated the obvious. But what Kanye has done, he's provided cover. He's provided victimhood status, and he provided a get out of jail free card for some of the most racist elements in our society. That's the problem I have with that. Now, what it has also done, it has shined light on many of these covert racists. Now they're just coming out of the woodworks. Now you saying white lives don't matter? Nobody's saying that. What we have seen over the years has been a disregard, a marginalization of Black lives. And there is why Black Lives Matter became a movement. And so when you have people like Kanye coming out here saying white lives matter, that's just to curry favor from people. I mean, anyway, don't get me started. But let me just tell you, when you see these folks lining up saying, yeah, white lives do matter, they're covert racists that are coming out of the woodworks. Don't give them that cover, Kanye or anybody. We have enough problems already. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Kyrie Irving are at it again. Of course, during the pandemic, Kyrie and Kareem kind of charading babs over the vaccination. Well, recently, Kyrie shared a post from Alex Jones. Kyrie. Well, you know, that didn't go well, brothers Kareem, and they've been going back and forth. A lot of folks have come to, it's been one of those divisive issues in our community. We don't need more reasons to divide us. We have two strong brothers out here who are doing things for the community, but somehow the elements, the powers that be, find a way to get them to be going after each other. And now that's less energy, less resources, less bandwidth to be fighting their true enemy. So, Kyrie. What can you say about it? Let's see what else is going on. It's been a rough day for children. Now this next story, I just really don't understand. A teenager was arrested for storming into a hospital, strangling nurses and two newborns. I'm telling you, folks, this pandemic has driven people completely out of their mind. Now, why would you strangle a newborn? How do you even strangle a newborn? I mean, it's a world going mad. Let's see. LA rapper Half Ounce was shot dead while he was on the phone. Man, some of these things, I'm just going to have to skip. Kim Kardashian, she has a $1.26 million SEC settlement over her crypto promotions. Once again, folks, you just can't go out here and start promoting everything if you have that influence. The SEC will come after you. You have to let people know that you are paid to do these things. Anyway, folks, what we're going to do, I got me all warmed up here on the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gate. We're going to take a quick break in a minute here. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 10 commandments of marketing, the things that you should be doing as you market your business. Now, marketing is not just advertising. Marketing is a mindset. So hang on a minute. We'll be back in a moment, okay? This is the Marketing Pulpit, Robert Gatewood. We'll be back in a moment.
1450 WOL, where information is power.
Good morning, it's WOL Traffic Update. It's sponsored by Unbound.org.
Good morning. We're on break right now.
Down to East Capitol Street, nothing in the way, just some heavy volume there.
We're back online in the middle. Thanks everybody for tuning in on the Marketing Pulpit Show. We're broadcasting live from Radio 1 in downtown Silver Spring. I see Brother Bradley Thomas. Good morning, Brother Attorney Thomas, one of the greatest attorneys in the land. Thank you. I checked your show out yesterday on Facebook. Good brother, good brother. If you want to shout out, just drop your name in the feed. And also feel free to call 1-800-450-7876 if you have a question about the news or our topic. Coming back online, so hang in there.
78, clearing overnight down to 50. Tomorrow sunny and a high near 61. Right now, Washington, D.C. Sunshine, 66 degrees. Steve Hirschhorn for News Talk 1450 AM WOL, where information is power. And with that,
the pulpit is in the house. We are back. I'm back. I know we had a lot of folks that were asking, where in the heck did the marketing pulpit go? Well, we didn't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We just had to go get away from this COVID. We have a call on the line. Welcome to the show, Ms. Richardson. Welcome to the show. How are you this morning?
Fine, dear. How are you?
I am doing great. Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show. You are being broadcast all over the world from the studios and Radio 1 in Silver Spring, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. What's your question today? Or comment?
Yes, I wanted to just say something about Mr. West, Kanye West.
Yes.
This is the typical example of self-hate, because I don't know. I guess he believes that all of the white folk has helped him so to get the whatever the money he's got, $1 billion or whatever it is. I think he believes that the white master has provided him so much that he wants to help the white master out and then say white lives matter. I think there's things going through his mind that is just so idiotic that he cannot understand where he comes from. I don't even believe he understands the country the continent in which he came from and his ancestors come from. And so I don't know. I just see him as being self-hate, because that's what a lot of us deal with is self-hate, because the master had implanted that in us anyway. And I just like to get your thoughts. I'm going to hang up and get your thoughts about what you think about that, because I just believe that he doesn't even like himself being African.
Thank you, Ms. Richardson. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'll tell you what I think. I think that Mr. West, Kanye, Ye, whatever he calls himself, he is self-hate personified. He's the same guy that a few years ago had a Confederate flag on the side of his arm. He's the one that said slavery was a choice. See, if you want to take these kind of positions, then, you do what you do. But you giving cover to the folks that want to destroy us. That's the problem I have, because these folks are looking for an excuse to say, look, we have somebody who's black that agrees with us. So now they can continue their ways. They can continue to marginalize us, shoot us. The police can go out here and brutalize us, because you have people like Kanye and what's the little lady with him, Candace, who are giving them cover. They legitimizing them. That's the problem I have. Thank you, Ms. Richards, for calling in. You very, very good comments. Good morning, Brother Daniel. Thank you for tuning in this morning. And if you want to be recognized, just drop a note in the feed and we will recognize you. This is the Marketing Pulpit. The number is 1-800-450-7876. 1-800-450-7876. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are here every Friday. Go to Facebook and follow us. We are at Marketing Pulpit. Go to YouTube and subscribe. We are Marketing Pulpit. Go to LinkedIn. I'm Robert Gatewood. Go to Twitter. We are all things Marketing Pulpit. And so we'd love to have you to follow us. You can go back and watch these shows and join the conversation. You can't just be in business and live in a vacuum. Yes, business is important, but you can't be in business if somebody beating you over the head with a billy club. You can't be in business if you can't vote and your interests are not being served. So we have to find a way to meld them together and understand that you cannot be in business and turn a blind eye to the things that are happening in society. Let's get to our topic today, our marketing sermon. And I also have a tech tip today quickly. That's another segment of the show that you want to tune in to catch this tech tip, because technology is also one of the services that provided by Gatewood Marketing and the marketing pulpit. What this tactic is some of you all have these Facebook pages. You got video, you've got pictures, you got all kind of goodies out there. You saying, man, if I could just get this stuff on my computer, then I can use it in the future. I can put it in an album, I can put it on brochures or whatever I need it for, but you uploaded it to Facebook, you don't even have the original file anymore. Well, do this. You want to jot down this address, facebook.com/TYI. And it's basically transfer your information. You go to there and you can download every video you have in Facebook onto your Dropbox or Google Drive. Photos. Now you have all that information on your possession, because this was one of the deals that Facebook made some time ago, because people were complaining. Said, look, you got all my information. What if I need it? Well, they make this available now. You can transfer all of your information from your Facebook account, your video and your photos, down to your Google Drive or your Dropbox. You can even organize them into periodics. You can do it on a monthly basis, a weekly basis. You can continue what you're still doing already, but you just have access to it. And I did this the other day, and man, it's unbelievable. I had some really good past shows on there, videos and photos that I didn't have on my local drive. So now I have them on my Dropbox. So that's your tech tip for the day. Let's talk about our sermon, the marketing pulpit, the 10 commandments of marketing. Now, understanding that marketing and advertising are different. Marketing is a mindset. It's a way it's more strategic. And these are 10 things you need to keep in mind always when you own a business. Number one, commit to a reputation that aligns with your purpose. Don't be out here cheating people. Don't be lacking integrity. Don't be doing things that's going to come back to bite you. Number one, you notice I put that at the top of the list. Commit to a reputation that aligns with your purpose. Now, if your purpose is to rip people off, then you can commit to it. I'm just telling you, that's not going to last very long. It's going to end you in jail. That's what my book called Played in Full. We talk about people like that. Okay, number two is to identify a societal problem, need or want, and then go out there and fill it. Provide the services. Determine what group needs that. That's number three. And who are most impacted by that need. Number four is to offer products and services to meet the needs of that target audience. Okay, let me repeat now. Commit to a reputation, identify a societal need or problem. We call those wants. Determine what group is most impacted by that need. We call that the target audience. And then number four, offer products and services to meet the needs of the target audience. Number five, distribute those products and services at the times and places that are convenient to the target audience. Boy, I'm weaving the story here. I'm weaving the tale. You got to do this. I'm telling you, if you're not doing this, I'm telling you, you're not being as maximally successful as you could be. Now, you've done those 5 things. And number 6, what I want you to do is create a message that demonstrates your ability to address the needs of that target audience. I hope you're writing this down. If not, go back and listen to it. You can go to Marketing Pulpit, you can go to Radio One, but you got to get this information if you are in business or if you know someone who's in business. These have been proven, tested, test tubed, and I use it. I don't just sit here and talk this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. In case you didn't know, when this show is over, I'm going to take this jacket off and get out here and get to work because I am still in business providing services to a long list of clients. Number 7, deliver that message through the preferred medium of the target audience. So if your audience is 18 to 25, you want to get on TikTok, you want to get on Instagram. If your audience is older, you want to get on Facebook, you want to get on, if you have a primarily business relationship type audience, you want to get on LinkedIn. If you are socially conscious, you want to advertise on a place like Radio One, the WLAM. So you understand who your audience is, and you want to make sure you're delivering that message on the medium, on the platform where they live, where they frequent. Okay, that's number 7. Now, number 8, you want to reinforce the need for your service by highlighting the benefits to that target audience. Does it make your hair grow? Does it make you thin? Does it make you money? Does it take care of some physical need? Does it provide security? You have to highlight those benefits in your sales, in your advertising, in your elevator pitch, anywhere you're trying to reach that audience, you have to reinforce. So you have to sit down at some point and write down what are the benefits of your service. Number 8, develop relationships with individuals and organizations who have a stake in your success. We call those stakeholders. You will not survive. I'm going to tell you this. There are a few absolutes in the world, but this is one of them. You will not survive as a business owner if you do not establish relationships with stakeholders. Stakeholders are your clients, your customers, suppliers, vendors, partners, funders, employees, contractors, the government, the community. You must. This is how my company has grown. I have a relationship with Radio One. I have a relationship with people like Joe Mathis. I have relationships with vendors, suppliers, contractors. You must establish those relationships. And number 10, exceed expectations with exceptional communications and customer service. Folks, if you do these 10 things, if you do these, just do a check-in with me in about a month or so if you've done these 10 things. And I guarantee you, I will send you my free book. I will send you a Black Voters Matter shirt. I will send you a gift if you come back to me in a month after you've done these 10 things. And if your needle hasn't moved, I will find some way to tell you, look, I was wrong, but I know I'm not wrong. And I will give you a reward. I'll give you a reward anyway, just because you don't have to. You don't have to.
1 minute. 1 minute.
You don't have to say it didn't work. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for today. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. I will be here next week at the same time, right here on the Marketing Pulpit. Go to marketingpulpit.com and you can find the show, listen to past shows, share this information with others, and follow us. When we're not on the air, when we're not on Radio One, we're still out here doing things, getting this information to as many ear holes as possible. Next month, I'll be over at Prince George's College teaching my course, my signature course, Why Most Advertising Doesn't Work. The schedule of all the classes are on the Marketing Pulpit website. So we'll be back next week. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Robert Gatewood. And as I say always, if you want to be successful, you have to do these 3 things. Do the right thing, do it at the right time, and you have to do it right. Enough talk. Let's get to work.
1450 WOL, where information is power.
Happy anniversary to Urban One founder Kathy Hughes.
Thank you, everybody,
On
for tuning
42
in.
years of serving the
As you can see,
African
it's going to be live here. We're just in a different environment, but the message is the same. Building strong businesses, putting people to work. And thank you again. You can get the information on the website. So we'll see you next week right here. Tune in, share this information with somebody, and go out there and make this money.
With the champ, and you still